Welcome to Outside the Den, a web-exclusive interview series taking place outside the 89-1 The Wood on-air studio. Joining me today from the Lindenwood baseball team is utility player Mitchell Krebs. Krebs, how you doing?
Not too bad, Joey. Not too bad. Good to be here.
So, in only a matter of days, and this sentence sounds really weird, but in only a matter of days, baseball is back.
Baseball is back. It's not your typical start in January, but we're all looking forward to it. We're looking forward to going down to Florida, going to enjoy the nice weather, and kind of just looking to get off to a good start down there.
So before we go into this year, last year where we left off on Inside the Den, you guys had clinched a spot in the MIAA tournament. Tell me, what was that experience like going to the MIAA tournament, and what was the team's final year competing in the MIAA?
It was always good to kind of accomplish those things, like achieving the MIAA tournament, because as we all know, MIAA is a pretty competitive baseball conference, so getting there and making the tournament was a good feat. But I mean, the season didn't end like we wanted it to be. The end goal is obviously always North Carolina, so coming up short wasn't a good feeling by any means, but just use it as motivation for this year and kind of get us going for this year.
It wasn't a good feeling down there overall, but you had a really great feeling. You hit essentially, it wasn't technically a walk-off home run. It was hitting the top of the ninth, but you hit a go-ahead home run for the Lions that led you guys to the win over Northwest Missouri State. Let's take a look at that now.
Could not catch up to it. Krebs will send the first pitch he sees deep into right field. Going back, look at his Gassner, and it's gone! Into the breeze in right center field. A home run for Mitchell Krebs, putting up the Lindenwood Lions 4-3 here in the top of the ninth. What a shot on the first pitch.
So taking a look, some nice power to the pull side. Take me through the at-bat. Obviously, I wasn't there. I didn't have the fortune of going to broadcast those conference tournament games. Take me through the at-bat.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really much to it. It was a first pitch fastball, if I recall right. But like I said back then, I was just trying to do my job, get on base any way possible. It was a tie game, 3-3 game in the ninth inning. So, kind of just was looking to start the inning off right, get the boys going, but happened to get a hold of one, so yeah, it was a good feeling. So hopefully there's more where that came from. But the past is the past. We're all looking forward to the future now. So hopefully I can kind of keep the ball rolling on that note.
And that brings us into the future, which the future is, I guess, currently upon us. You guys have started practicing, but in a matter of days, you mentioned you guys are going down to Melbourne, Florida to take on a pretty tough Florida Tech team. Have you guys done any kind of advanced scouting or anything, taking a look at them as a team, what you guys are going to be seeing from them come the start of the season in a couple days?
Honestly, not really. All we know is that they're a pretty good ball player. They've been down there in the warm weather for a while now, so it probably gives them a slight advantage, but none of us are looking at it that way. We're going down there to pretty much just play three 9-inning games of baseball and give it all we got, and I think we're putting ourselves in a good position to be successful with all the hard work we've been putting in pretty much over the past since August. So we're all looking forward to going down there and getting the ball rolling on a good note.
So we'll take a step back from the game now, and obviously, new year, new kind of team. You guys, we were talking about the power. Obviously, you can display power in your bat. We mentioned your home run. You lose guys like DJ. You lose guys like Neil. Lose guys like Saz. Last year, what is the makeup of the team looking like right now, and how are you guys going to kind of fill in the voids left by those guys that graduated?
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing three senior leaders in Saz, DJ, and Fisher is obviously a big blow. But I mean, we have 52 guys on the team who are willing to step up at any point in time. Everyone's working hard and kind of just next guy up mentality. I mean, there's a lot of different options with what our lineup can be this year. So, I mean, everybody's just got to stay focused, just stay motivated, and kind of just hungry.
So I got a chance to talk to head coach Bletcher a couple of days ago, and he was telling me, and you mentioned this before it went live, that obviously you guys are bringing back a stacked pitching rotation. All your starters from last year are going to be back this year. You guys are going to get Jacob Thompson back, who had an injury earlier in the year. That was on that Mississippi college road trip. I was there with you guys. You're going to get him back. And Coach was telling me that the pitching staff kind of reminded him of that 2017 team that made that deep run, and you already mentioned that Cary, North Carolina is the end goal. Do you kind of see the same things that Coach is seeing in the pitching staff and just as the team overall?
Yeah, I mean, I was not a part of the 2017 team, but anytime, a coach says that, it's kind of reminds me of the 2017 team. It's a good sign. I mean, because if you ask anybody, coaches, players, what the strength of our team is, I mean, it's undoubtedly our pitching staff. We have guys up and down the staff who can just go out there and just throw strikes, attack the zone, and with excellent pitches. So it's just up to us to make the plays behind them. But not only that, but I think it actually gives us hitters the advantage because we're nonstop facing arm after arm who are technically lights out, and it just gives us the advantage because we're seeing them early. So I don't think there's going to be a pitcher that we face this year that's going to be any better than what we've seen in January.
So to close us out here, take us through, so you guys have practiced a little bit, take us through what your projected starting lineup is going to look like from your eyes. Who do you think is going to round out the infield? Because we already mentioned you guys losing a couple of players graduating last year. You guys got to kind of find a way around. And I know that probably down in Florida Tech, it's going to be a little bit of experimenting, a little bit, seeing a couple of different lineups. But going into Game 1 coming up on Friday, what do you think the starting lineup is going to look like?
Yeah, like you said, versatility is going to be a big advantage of ours. But it's good. We're going to have a healthy Dom Rivetta back at first base, which is going to bring us a lot of senior presence. But not only just senior presence, but guy can actually play. He's a good player, and we're glad to have a healthy Dom back. Colby Schulte is going to be at second base. Played short for us last year, but made the transition second base. Colby. Hell of a ball player, just pure grit. Can swing it, feel it, anything you want out of a second baseman. Shortstop, we got a new face over there, Alex Canty. Dude's a stud. Dude, smoothest shortstop I've probably ever played with. Brings a lot of passion to the game, and we're all looking forward to having him on our infield. And over third base, it's Bo Collier, another new face. Just like anyone else on the team, just pure grit, tenacity, and just good to have Bo over there. And those four infielders are going to help us to where we need to be.
So take us through the rest. So where do you see like the outfield and probably starting like catcher, like battery for that?
Obviously, we're returning Bryce Beckman. Just another stud out in center field or right field. We got Cal Nowak out there. Sam Gassain's a new face out there. I've even been playing out there. Will Langston's another freshman who's kind of working his way into the mix. He's kind of just another one of those guys, just pure grit. Just grinds out there and leaves it all on the field for the guys. Catcher, we're looking at a junior college transfer, Logan Rezash. Dude's good player too. We're all looking. As far as the lineup goes, we're all looking pretty solid 1 through 9. So once we kind of get the right mesh and the right group, the guys, once everything clicks, I'm telling you, we're going to be a good team.
So lastly, I've been giving a couple of guys trouble. Like I see Cal and I see Nico helping out at a couple of the different events on campus, and I kind of give them trouble. Like, you guys got that beach pod ready? Or is this going to be a business trip?
Obviously, if it's all a beach pod's always a plus, but we're looking down there as a business trip. Looking down there to get 3 wins. That's pretty much what our standards set at, and maybe if we do that, maybe we can take a trip to the beach or enjoy our time down there. But as far as it goes right now, we're all focused on the 3 games, the 27 innings we got to play down there.
Love to hear it. Main focus is that. Maybe one fun day. Maybe one fun day.
Yeah, maybe.
Krebs, thanks for the time.
Yep.
And
Anytime.
thank you for tuning in to Outside the Den.